Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. Today we're going to take a look at the Comica BoomX-U. This is the U1 version, which means it has one transmitter, one receiver, but you can actually get a dual channel version of this that gives you two transmitters and one receiver. But let's go ahead, take everything out of the box, see what comes with it, and then test out the mic. All right, let's take a look and see what we have. And it looks like the first thing we're going to get is an audio cable that we can use with our cameras. Next, we're going to have an audio cable we can use with smartphones. We're also going to have a microphone that we can use, a lavalier mic that we can plug in if we want to go that route. We have a USB-C cable, USB-A to USB-C that we can use to charge the devices. We have a XLR adapter so that we can plug into an XLR device if we need to, like audio recorder. And we also have a little dead cat that we can put on top of the mic capsule. We have a warranty card here and a little information card, a little thank you card from Andy Senni, and there is the warranty card. We're also going to get a user manual, and then here we have the receiver, here we have the transmitter, and then we have the case to put everything in. So now, the transmitter on the back is going to have a little clip on there so that you can mount this onto the cold shoe or hot shoe of your camera or other shoe mount elsewhere. We're also going to have a little screen up top so that we can actually see the information that is there available to us when we power it on. And we're also going to have two antennas right here that we can use. So if you are at extended range and you need to make sure these are up so that you can get a better signal, you can. And on the screen here, it's going to give you some info about the battery, the channel you're on, whether it's going to show A and B. So if you have a second transmitter, it'll show up for both of those there. And we're going to have some control dials here, like the power button, up, down button, and a brightness level button there as well. Now on the transmitter here, we're going to have a mic capsule here that we can use. We're also going to have a mic port so we can plug into there. I'm not exactly sure what this is right there, but that's something. And then we are going to have on this side, it looks like a little IR thing there. I'm not exactly sure what that's for either. We have a USB-C port to plug in. We have the belt clip there that we can use so that we can mount this. We can put this on our belt or on our shirt or wherever we want to put it. And we also are going to have an antenna on there if we want to. So if you're using this as a belt, if you're using this as like a belt mounted transmitter, you can go ahead and put that antenna out so you can have as good a range as is available to you. So, and again, here is the mic capsule there, and yeah, so I don't think this thing moves, but it looks like it should. But yeah, so there we go. That is everything that comes with it. Let's go ahead now and try this out. So I'm going to hook it up in here in the studio, and then we'll take it outside and see how it sounds outside. Okay, so here we are. I have the mic clipped onto me. Now, I almost never wear microphones clipped onto the outside of my shirt, but I know a lot of you do, and so I wanted to give you an idea of what it's going to look like and what you can expect from the sound. I do have the dead cat hooked up as well, so now I haven't changed anything on here as far as the input levels or the channels or anything. I just simply took it right out of the box, turned it on, and started using it. And that's because a lot of people who are going to get this mic are going to want to use it in a very simple fashion, which means they're going to want to simply turn it on, start using it. So I want to give you an idea of what you can expect when you do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath my shirt because that's the way I would normally wear it. So let me just grab this, and I'm going to put this right underneath there, and please excuse any handling noise that you may hear in the process. And there we go. So now this is what it will look like if you have the mic hidden under your shirt. You may not even see it. If you didn't know it was there beforehand, you may not have noticed it, but this is what you can expect for it to sound like. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and actually grab another camera, and I'm gonna head on outside so that we can take a listen to it and see what it sounds like if we're recording with this microphone outdoors. Now, one of the problems I've been running into with these newer wireless mics is that once you break line of sight and walk a little bit away, that the signal just completely falls out. So first thing I want to test is the signal. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn back here, and I'm going to go all the way down. So right now I've turned and reestablished line of sight. And if it did drop out, it should have picked back up and we should be sounding pretty good. But hopefully the best case scenario is that it didn't drop out at all. Now, one thing I want to mention about this microphone is actually the receiver. Is when I was setting it up with my Canon, one thing I noticed is that the signal was just super duper hot, like extraordinarily hot. I had to drop the mic levels down on my camera just one dot above the basically turning it off because it's so hot. The other thing that I noticed is that when I was trying to actually put the receiver onto the camera, that it was so loose on the hot shoe that it was just sort of slipping off, and it was very easy just to pull it off, put it back on, pull it off. There was almost no tension on there at all, whereas when I had it with my Sony, it had a little bit of tension and it wasn't just going to slip off. I don't feel too confident having this on my Canon R5 because I feel like if I angle the camera in the wrong direction, the receiver may actually slip off the camera. Well, that was really pretty abysmal. As we can see, the signal just fell out really quickly. And so I went ahead and put the antennas up on the receiver. So as I showed you during the unboxing part, the receiver and the transmitter both have antennas. So I went ahead and put the antennas up on the receiver. So I'm gonna go ahead and back up a bit here and start walking back a ways and see if the signal falls out again, because it fell out really quickly. I don't think it's because, well, it falls out, it just falls out. So anyways, here we are. I've reestablished line of sight and we'll see if we get any better performance with the antennas up. So let me go ahead and keep heading back here and we'll see what these things sound like. So all in all, I have to say, when I hear signal fall out and it's that close, and I don't even have anything that's in the way except for my body, yeah, that's a big red flag for me, a big red flag. I don't like seeing that at all. I want to have a wireless mic system that doesn't necessarily need to be a half-mile range, but I at least want to be able to walk away from my camera a bit in case I want to do, you know, a walk-up, or if I'm doing a news story or something and I want to be away from my camera to show you the scene. I want to have confidence that my signal is still going to be there. Well, that was pretty disappointing. Even with the antennas on the receiver up, there was still a lot of signal dropout, so much so that that audio is unusable to me. Now, I went ahead and moved the transmitter from underneath my shirt to on my pocket right here, and I have the antenna up. And I went ahead and plugged in the included lavalier microphone so we can get an idea of what this microphone sounds like. So let me go ahead and turn my back again. I'm gonna break line of sight. I'm gonna start walking and see how this is gonna sound if I get a little bit further away, and if having the antenna up on both the transmitter and the receiver is going to help at all. So, all right, I'm not gonna go as far as I did before because I don't think I'm gonna need to. So we'll see here. Now that I've reestablished line of sight, I noticed before that when I reestablished line of sight, it seemed like it picked up the audio just fine, and the signal reestablished. But when I broke line of sight, it just really fell out. So, anyways, here we go. Again, this is the Comica BoomX-U. This is the U1 version, the one with the single channel. Now the receiver is a dual channel receiver, so you can get another transmitter if you need to, but this is the BoomX-U by Comica. Well, I'm gonna have to call these a fail. The signal just doesn't really seem to hold up. It falls out really quickly. I have a problem with the receiver. The receiver doesn't stay on my camera very well. It just really slips on and off super easy, to the point that I don't really have confidence that it's gonna stay on there in case something happens where the camera's jostled or it's in the wrong direction or something. I feel like it's just gonna slip off. Also, I somehow seem to have gotten these things unpaired and I can't get them paired up again. There is an auto pairing feature on here, but it doesn't seem to work. It just keeps on saying fail. So I don't know what's going on with it, but it's more complicated or a little bit more quirky than I would like to deal with. And so I think I'm going to stick with what I've been currently using. But it was nice to give them a try. And these are the Comica BoomX-U. These are the U ones. That means it has one transmitter and one receiver. They do have a different version that has two transmitters. So, I mean, would I recommend you try these? I don't know. I think there's other options out there. I think there's certain things that you should spend good money on when you are buying camera equipment, filmmaking equipment. One of them is microphones. Sound is of the utmost importance, and you shouldn't go on the cheap side trying to save money. Buy good mics and then don't ever have to worry about buying them again. So that's the way I look at it. Anyways, there you have it. I will leave links to them down below in the video description if you do want to check them out. I'll also leave links to my Amazon page, my social media contacts, so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel. And follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.